Hello, my name is Céline Ricci. I'm the director of ARS MINERVA. Welcome to Cocktails and Chit-Chat, our online series. I invite you to join our next session dedicated to French composer Elisabeth Jacquet de la Guerre on April 15 at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. We are delighted to be joined by three talented artists, Kelly Savage at the Harpsichord, Daphne Touchais, Soprano, and Gino, Tenor. But let's discover what Kelly and Daphne would like to share with you.
Hi, my name is Kelly Savage. I'm excited to be playing harpsichord and collaborating with ARS MINERVA on their program of music by Elisabeth Jacquet de la Guerre. Jacquet de la Guerre was a child prodigy on harpsichord, and she wrote wonderful music for this instrument. I've been enjoying preparing one of her solo harpsichord pieces for this program. I'll be playing her first prelude from her first book of published harpsichord works. This is an unmeasured prelude, which is a fascinating genre of French harpsichord music. In the score, the rhythm is not notated. You just get a string of long whole notes. So this gives the performer a lot of flexibility in the interpretation of the piece. So I hope you'll join me for this piece and other selections by music of Jacquet de la Guerre next week, Thursday, April 15th. Hope to see you then.
It has been a lot of fun getting to learn this new opera, Céphalée by Elisabeth Jacquet de la Guerre. It's interesting for me because I have actually sung a lot of French Baroque opera, and specifically that type of opera, which is tragédie lyrique. This is a style that was invented by Lully for the court of Louis XIV, and it's usually very, very serious. It's very tragic. It's populated by gods and goddesses, heroes, princes, and all of these are struggling usually between honor and love. So between what they must do and what they want to do, and they're always torn. It's interesting to see how Elisabeth Jacquet de la Guerre actually inherited that kind of very tightly corseted style and made it her own and added her own sensitivity. So even though the libretto is really tragic, it just goes from bad to worse, Even when you think it can get worse, it just somehow gets even worse. And it's interesting to see how the way she treats it musically is so colorful, so full of contrasts, so full of that feminine sensitivity, which is never heavy, actually. So that makes it really fun to sing and really fun to actually listen to. So I sing Flora at the beginning. This is a goddess, the goddess of flower, the goddess of the spring, who welcomes the dawn. That's in the prologue. So it's very light music, very much fun. It's a beautiful duet. And then later on in the operas, I sing the Princess Pocris, who is torn, right, between love and duty. And so she has this very heartbreaking aria where she is just calling on for death because she doesn't see how she can get out of this terrible choice that she has to make. And then you have the divine intervention, right? Something happens. The gods just intervene in her destiny. I won't tell you what happens next. We're absolutely thrilled to present this project to you and show how French Baroque opera took these themes and tried to make them, filter them through this very French spirit, and this one with a feminine touch.